Hello, everyone. Have you got your shit together for 2020? If you're anything like us, the answer would be a big fat no. Well, actually, what I meant to say was if you're anything like many small businesses, you're probably focused on what's coming up in the next month and feel like 2020 is still far, far away. It never lands. We're all too often, we put the planning off because we know we're focused on the detail, the urgency, the priorities that are happening right here in our businesses today. What we're going to do today with Friday Facebook Fix is share with you a really, really cool tool that you can use to stop, regroup. It'll only take a couple of hours, and then you can get your content planned for all of 2020. You'll never have to worry about it again. Hey, Theonie.
Oh my God. So I am, as you've said, I am Theonie, and here we go. Good morning, Nige. It's great to see you here.
Oh, hey,
Nige. So I am Theonie Roussianos, as it says down that way. We get it wrong every time.
And I'm the blonde one.
And we're here to help you make sense of what's going on. And, we've made sense of it ourselves. So we're here to help you make sense of what's happening on Facebook for your business. And we're also going to help expand your reach, increase your sales, and become a celebrity in your own community. So we're not teaching you anything we haven't done ourselves. Now, remember to comment as yourself and sign off as your page. Now, if you are on your phone, if you're watching us from your mobile device, as many people do, we know people are on the go, you can't actually, Facebook hasn't given the ability to change who you're commenting as. So you might be commenting as yourself, or you might be commenting as your page, and you just have to go with it. It is what it is. So if you are commenting as your page, remember to sign off as yourself so people can connect you with your business and who you are, because it is all about, we want to brand champion you. Now, if you are on your desktop, you can change who you're commenting as. Now, sometimes, even on my desktop, sometimes I find it comes up as either one of the many pages that I am or myself. Now, as you're watching us in the full screen view, the comments you'll see over on your right hand side, which will be that side because we're reversed, but that's actually my left. So on your right hand side, you'll have the comments, and then down the bottom, but just above the comments, below the blurb of the post and above the comments of the actual, when I just said morning ladies, you'll see a little circle with your profile picture. Now, it will either have the profile picture of your personal profile or the profile picture for one of your business pages, or your business page if you have one of them. And there's a little carrot drop-down arrow. You click on that and you can select who you want to comment as. Comment as yourself and type your comments and then tag your page. Now, sometimes you can just start typing your page name and it'll come up with the page for you to click on to tag. Most of the time, you'll need to click the @ symbol and start typing your page name there, and then you can tag it. Now, the reason we ask you to comment as yourself is you are going to want what we have on offer today via our messenger bot, and we have a keyword. And if you comment with that keyword as your page, it will not fire, you will not get it, and you're getting incredible value. So we do have a keyword, everyone has to type a...
Yes, there is a keyword. We've set up the bot this morning. I'm just trying to share to my story. I'm doing fly eyes and octopus arms. So we have set it up with a keyword. So sometimes when you're using Messenger chatbot, you can set it up so that anyone who comments below will get a message from Messenger. We've had some feedback that people who don't necessarily want that particular, so it might be somebody who's had the who has the whatever we're offering already, so we don't want to spam your message in Messenger inbox with that. So what we have is if you type the write the word content, CONTENT, you want to give us a little thing on the screen. Here's one I prepared earlier by the magic of television. Da, da, da. If you write this below, then what will happen is that you will get a message to your inbox, and you will get an opportunity to grab a template, which is we've created. It's called Content Planner Calendar. And what are we? Just like it's only one word, Theonie.
Yes.
Yeah, but I can hear you typing. There's more than one
Yeah,
word.
I forgot to mute myself. I usually mute myself.
She can't help herself. Type content to receive our Content Planner Calendar template direct to your messenger inbox. Oh, that's good. That's really cool.
Better than just typing content, because someone who's just popped in and be like, huh? What?
So if you don't have a copy of our Content Planner Calendar, or otherwise known as CPC, then please do type that in. I haven't even tested it, so if
it doesn't work, let us know and we'll send it to you manually. Now, also, with the Content Planner Calendar, we will go through a little bit later about what that's all about. Now, this is all part of what we teach our students. We do have an academy that we're launching in 2020, and in the blurb above, you'll see there's a link to register for our webinar so that you can see what it's all about, what we can teach you if you're in small business, or if you know someone else who's in small business that needs help with, using Facebook, for their business, then please send them our way, let them see the webinar, and then they can decide for themselves if they would like to join. Now, I haven't spoken to Adaire about this, but I am going to say our early bird special was available until the end of November, but we had issues with the platform yesterday. We were supposed to have a webinar yesterday, and our next one's on the 1st of December. So it was only available till the end of November, but I think that because the platform wasn't doing lovely things for us yesterday and technology failed us, and that's okay, it happens, we will extend the early bird special until for those who watch the webinar on the 1st of December as well, just to keep things fair, because there was a missed opportunity there for anyone who might have been interested.
Absolutely. So let's have a chat about the Content Planner Calendar. What is it, and why should you use it?
Why? Now, let me just remove that from screen for now.
I just want to give a shout out to the lovely Alex. Well, her name on Facebook, she's Denise Alexander, so we call her Alex for short. And she is one half of the performing couple. Her and her husband form the Borderers, which is it's all sorts of music, mainly Celtic and like really, really cool music. And she also makes her own kombucha. I'm going to give her a plug, because
you got to give her a plug. While you find that, can I say,
I'm so impressed by what she's doing. Here is we spent yesterday afternoon with her. We invested yesterday afternoon with her, and she's makes this amazing kombucha.
Now, I just want to say, sorry, I will talk over you for the second now. Our visuals are a little bit blurry at the moment, so you might not be able to see that label. I tried kombucha a long time ago. We're going off topic here, but I tried it yesterday and loved it. And it has nothing to do with the fact that it's called kinky kombucha.
Yeah.
It has a little bit to do with it. But can I say, I have to say this, it tastes absolutely freaking amazing with gin. Just putting it out there.
This is kinky kombucha. And so what we did with Alex yesterday, so no matter what your product or your service is, there's the Content Planner Calendar is something that you will be able to use for everything. Now, Theonie, do you want to go through the process about what we did with Alex? Because
the process is fun. It doesn't matter, like Adaire said, it doesn't matter whether you're product or service based. What the process is, what this does is, so before we go through the process, we'll talk about the purpose. So have you ever woken up one morning and thought, oh God, I haven't shared anything on my Facebook business page for, a week or 2 weeks or whatever. It's been neglected. I need to share something. So you just post up something random, which may not be relevant or interesting to your audience. I know I've done that before myself on one of my pages. And it's just, so the content planner calendar really is the way to avoid that happening. So what we do is we map it out so that you wake up, you've got a calendar sitting in front of you, and you wake up tomorrow morning and you go, okay, today I'm talking about, so if we're talking about kombucha, we'll talk about, replacing fizzy drinks for those who have fizzy drinks in the house with kombucha. Talk about why you do that. And it can be either for a video or a static post. That's up to you, because depending on what you want to share about that particular thing on how you're going to do it. It just means that you know what you're going to talk about. You've got the topic, you know your product. So you've got your topic. And yes, let us know what your business is. If you are watching, let us know that you are here. And so we went through the process with Alex yesterday, and we just get all these sticky notes, we make it fun, and it's just a brainstorm message. Basically empty out what's in your head. Basic keywords really on each one on a separate piece of paper. And we don't have to use all of them. It really is just about doing a great big brain dump. It doesn't have to be in any logical order. It's just whatever random words or phrases come to mind about your product or service that you'd like to share. Now, before you do that, it is handy if you know who your target client is, because you're going to know the kind of information that they want you to deliver. And if you don't know who your target client is, speak to us, because that is another story for another day and one of the most important parts of your business.
There's probably a foundation piece of the puzzle.
Absolutely.
For building your business and having a presence on social media. But like Theonie said, that is another story for another day. So.
Absolutely. And so we did a big brainstorm. We like getting all sorts of different coloured sticky notes, but I only had yellow yesterday. We use all different coloured textures just to make it fun. And then so once you've finished your brain dump, and you're never finished, you can go on for days, because you know your content, you know your business. It's just about thinking, what am I going to post about today? So then once you've done your brain dump.
Hey, Shaz is here.
Oh, hey, Shaz, how you going? Lovely to see you.
Yeah, you're back in town. Every time I see her, she's somewhere else. Like me.
So once we do the brain dump, what we then do is split them into categories. So you might have, so for yesterday with the kombucha, we had a whole thing on the health benefits, a whole thing on the taste, and then there was a separate pile that we had four separate piles. So there were 3 separate specific categories, and it doesn't have to be 3. It's just how it happened. You might have 12, or you might have 6, or you might have 2. There were 3 separate specific categories, and then there was a random pile which was for, Mother's Day, Father's Day, that kind of thing. And Shaz is always here on a Friday with us. So there was another pile with, occasions, so Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, birthdays, New Year's, whatever. So what we did, because it worked out that we had 3 specific categories, when you plug it into the calendar.
Can I just say something? You forgot the most important one.
What's that?
Or did I not listen? Mum just popped in. The mixers.
The mixers. Yeah. No, I didn't mention them. Yes, the mixers. So we talked about how you can mix it with gin and vodka and all sorts of stuff.
Guess what they were doing?
Shandies. Kombucha shandies. Beer and kombucha. Anyway, so we had 3 categories. And the 4th one was an extra one, just with special occasions like Father's Day, Mother's Day, whatever. Now, you're not going to talk about Mother's Day in October or December, because that's just like putting out hot cross buns on Boxing Day, seriously. So
that could happen.
I know. So you've got there's 3 categories. So there's 3 months worth of content. So you just plug it in. Say you decide if you're going to share a post every day or 3 days a week or whatever it is. There are no real rules. You work out what's right for you, your business, and your audience. So you just plug that into the calendar under, so you've got, where are we now? So let's say we start December. You've got December, January, February mapped out. Then you can repurpose. So whatever you talked about in December, December, January, February, you can redo in March.
You're back? You just froze there for a moment. I don't know if it's you or me.
I know, because my husband rang and I'm hotspotting my phone because my home internet is awful. So I've just hung up on him. I'm sure that means that he knows. Anyway, so where was I? So, yeah, so whatever you've done in December, you can repurpose and do again in March is where we're up to, because you got your 3 months. But the other different things you'll add in is your special occasion stuff. So for those in Australia, I know Father's Day, Mother's Day falls different times in different parts of the world. So you'll make it relevant to wherever you are. So in May, you'll share something about Mother's Day. Or you might even do it in April, so give people a lead into May. In August, you'll talk about September, because it's the first Sunday in September for Father's Day. You do that at some point in August to talk if you've got a product or service that you think would be a fabulous Mother's Day or Father's Day gift. For New Year's parties and Christmas parties, you start sharing that stuff in November and December. And birthdays you can spread across every month, so you can share something special occasion on every single month of the year, Easter, whatever it might be. And so the rest of it, if your topic is, let's say, gut, you might have the same topic every quarter, but your information is going to be different. And even if it is the same, it's not going to matter, because your page is going to pick up new followers, new likers, a new audience.
And also, if you're anything like me, you'll go, oh, no, I think I heard that somewhere before, but I can't remember the detail. And people do need to hear things and see things. If that's your message, being consistent with your message is important. Excuse me.
So I do want to say thank you. I do want to give a big shout out to Sharon. Shaz, you are amazing. So she's been sharing every day since June, and she schedules us in a month ahead of time. I love you. I just want to say that.
So if you would like a copy of the Content Planner Calendar template for 2020, all you need to do is, Theonie, ta-da! God, I'm good. I don't even have, look at that, hands.
Now, shall we show what it looks like?
I will show you what it looks like. Yes, we shall. Let's do that. Do I need to do anything else, or can you just put that?
No, I put it up. I'll make it. Now, I will make this solo so you can actually see it.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay. So let's see what we've got happening there on. Let's just go. Google can go away. I'll come back. So this is what the Content Planner Calendar looks like. It's not your ordinary social media calendar. If you see down the bottom on the left-hand side, it says topics and then medium of delivery. So in the second sheet there, you will see that there is it's being built as we speak. The medium of delivery is probably more like your typical social media calendar. So, but what we've got here is the actual each week, each month has got the weeks in there, and you would put in your content after you've done the sticky note thing. You would sort your content and you would actually put it into each month. So you can have it by month, you can have it by topic. We've done it. You can stop sharing now. Actually, I could do that here, couldn't I? Theonie's gone. I don't know where she's gone. Or am I just
gone? I'm here.
I go? One click of the link. But that's what it looks like. But then you'll find you can do it by topic, you can do it by week. So it's a bit of flexibility around that. And and then the other tab shows where you can actually have the medium of delivery. So we originally developed it so that it would be a content planner calendar for your live broadcasts, but you can also use it for static posts and image posts and blog posts and all sorts of different things as well. Because, what did you say?
You kept saying posts, and you say you can use it for blog posts, static posts, video posts, all sorts of, and I said posts.
It's posts.
It's okay. It's okay.
She has to do it at least once, doesn't she? So, and I haven't got the mute button because she's driving the bus today. Anyhow, that's
Which I wasn't allowed to use. I wasn't able to use yesterday, but anyway.
I know you couldn't hear me, but everyone else could. That was like the universe playing funny tricks on you, haha.
You don't want to hear her? Fine, she's gone.
Well, I just want to share before we wind up, because it is getting, I'm just looking at the time there, it's got a few minutes left, but I do want to share some of the benefits of what you get when you use the Content Planner Calendar, because it's why would you use it? And I think it is really important to understand that forward planning in your business, and I think I said before, all too often we just, Theonie definitely said, you wake up in the morning and go, what the hell am I going to post and what am I going to do on my social media? Investing a little bit of time to create your content and get it out of your head and onto paper is really going to help you, because it's actually the forward planning. And when I was working in HR in corporate, we had what was it? Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. It was the 4 or 5 Ps, I think it was. And so this is the thing that's around the forward planning and knowing what you're doing for the next 12 months. And this is one small part of your whole business, obviously, but it seems to be quite a critical part of what you're doing, because it's the message that you're wanting to get across to attract clients, to grow your business and become a celebrity in your own community. You actually know that you know your content. So what this does is it reinforces that you know your content. Most people, I'm working with a gardener, shout out to Malcolm, and he's got an amazing permaculture garden. He's been on Mytimetv a couple of times. So he says, I don't know what I'm going to talk about for half an hour a week. And I'm going, oh, bloody hell. When you get him talking as a guest on my time, community TV with Adaire, he won't shut up, because he's got so much knowledge in his head, but he doesn't know that he knows it, because it's stuff that he already, that he just knows. What is it that you unconsciously are confident at? You know that you know it.
And it doesn't have to be a half-hour show. You can do little bits of information and do a 15-minute show.
You can do, well, that's another thing.
And you'll plan on 15 minutes and go half an hour anyway, because that's just the way it happens.
Exactly, because you'll realise, what am I going to talk about? So,
Now, Shaz is right. Planning does take out the confusion. It really does.
It does, absolutely. So, and the other thing it does is, as Theonie said, it can give you up to a year's worth of content. You get confidence on camera because you know what you're talking about. You're not sitting there like a fish going, well, actually, we still do that, but, that's
on purpose.
That's just the shit to giggle. And it saves you time in the long run. So if you spend even 2 or 3 hours if you invested 2 or 3 hours doing it now, just schedule some time in your diary. So Sunday afternoon, just know that you're doing this for your business. It helps you get better at your live broadcast, and ultimately, like I said, creates more sales, helps you grow your business, and helps you create a following. So there's no reason why you should not do this. So if you're watching live or for the replay and you haven't had a copy, you don't have a copy of our template of the Content Planner Calendar, please type in content. Look at that. She's so good. She's hot today. To receive our Content Planner, calendar template direct to your inbox, and it's free. And you'll also get an opportunity to book in a 15-minute training call, fast-track training call with Theonie or myself, so that we can help you get started with it, enthuse you, motivate you, and give you some tips on how to get started.
Absolutely. Now, Shaz has said, you often forget what you've learned. That's so true. And Nige says, he's still here, all about the preparation.
All about the prep work, yes.
And look, nothing's set in concrete. It's not to say this is in my calendar, I can't do anything else. It's not about that. It's to take out the confusion and to take out the, just so you don't end up with weeks on end where you haven't shared anything on your page. It's to keep that consistency, because consistency is key. Now,
say that 3 times fast, Theonie.
Consistency is key. Take out the it's all about the consistency. Consistency is key. Anyway. Peter Piper picked a pepper off a pepper tree. Anyway, so now we do want to share. We did talk earlier. I know that when Adaire showed the bottle of the kinky kombucha. The visual was a little bit blurry. There has been an issue. So we use BeLive TV, or B.live as it's now called, as our platform to go live. Now, you may have noticed, you may know, you've probably seen the post that Adaire shared earlier. Facebook Native Live has removed the ability for you to bring on a guest when you go live. And even then, it wasn't ideal anyway. You could only do it from your phone. You couldn't do it from desktop. And your little friend was picture in picture when you really want them to be the focus of the show. So if I was interviewing Adaire, I always forget which way to go. Okay, if I was interviewing Adaire and I wanted picture in picture, ideally I'd want her to be larger on screen, not me, because your guest should be the focus of your interview, not you. We prefer side by side, but, if you're interviewing someone in a picture situation, you want your guests to be on the big screen. And, here we can share screens and do all that kind of thing. There have been issues with visuals and audio using this platform, but a fix is on its way. Now, if you do use BeLive and you have experienced issues, and I know it's happening with Australia more often, there is a fix on its way. I don't know if we're actually allowed to announce what it is, but it is happening sooner rather than later. So I won't say what it is because I don't want to break, I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but a fix is on its way. And I do just want to share, though, if you are hosting a program, make sure that you do, if you're having issues, please don't just get frustrated during the show and go, and this isn't just with BeLive, this is with whatever it is that you're doing. Don't just throw it out with the bathwater. Just have a look, contact the team support, because that's what it's there for. So with BeLive, on the bottom right-hand corner, my other left, on the bottom right-hand corner, because I'm going opposite, so I'm confused. On the bottom, because we're mirrored, on the bottom right-hand corner, there's a little a support chat button. You can get support from the BeLive team while you are live. Sometimes it's a quick troubleshoot, but sometimes it's another issue they need to take back to the team, and then they need the broadcast link for your live. They need to know which video you've had an issue with. Now, I've had so support have gotten back to me and they've told me what's happening with the fix. They know what the issue is and they are working on fixing it. And then it's fine. It's all about that communication, keeping it in the loop, because the platform is truly amazing and lets you do so many things, like sharing screens like we did before. We can have up to 4 people on screen, or 3 people in one shared screen, or, whatever it might be. So now in the blurb above, there is a link to your 14-day free trial for BeLive. So if you haven't used BeLive before, full transparency, Adaire and I are affiliates. And it doesn't cost you anymore. It just means that you get your 14-day free trial and we benefit from it. So, and, if you do that, we can, we'll love you forever. And we love you anyway.
I will continue to give you amazing value using BeLive. So everybody wins.
So click on that blurb above for your 14-day free trial if you haven't already had it. If you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. Love it, Nige. That's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
And it was hit and miss with the guest link. Some of the issues you've had. Yeah, I think they've fixed that now. I know that was a known issue. And it does happen with Roz when you're talking. So, yeah, it does. They have fixed. I know those issues have been fixed. I haven't had any of those issues for quite some time. Now, so engagement and collaboration, wanted to talk about, we don't have time. Maybe that's a show for another day. I think next week we should talk about the collaboration and engagement on there, because your time is as valuable as ours, and we do have to get to another show at 10:30. See, here's the thing. You think that you haven't got enough content for half an hour and you end up with too much. So if you think you don't have a show, think again.
Think again. And if you're having problems with it, please just type in, where is it? Type in content, write content below, and you will receive the free content planner calendar direct to your inbox. You'll also have an opportunity to register for a free 15-minute fast track training on how to use it with either myself or Theonie.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And remember to register if you want to see more about how we can help you use Facebook broadcasting and bots for your business. Please register for the link above. We have extended the early bird special because there was a glitch with the system yesterday when we were supposed to have a webinar. We have extended it to viewers who watch tomorrow's Sunday's webinar. So our next one's on the 1st of December. So register, even if you're not available on the 1st of December and you want to watch another day, register on the link because we will send you reminders when we have the next one on. So the link's in the blurb above. Now, if you are watching this on one of the pages we have cross-posted to, so if you're on Women in Business Adelaide, Live Video Hub, Be Live in 5, shout out to Stephen Healy, or Women in Business Adelaide, I think I've already said, or Mytimetv.live, please make sure you click on the blurb above to come to the original broadcast, which is over at Social Media with Adaire and Theonie, and comment with content on that page, because otherwise the bot won't fire because it's only set up on the originating broadcast. Good point.
Good point. So everybody have an amazing week. We will see you next Friday for Friday Facebook Fix. It's 9:30 a.m.
Yeah. And next week we'll talk about content and collaboration and my time.
She can't help herself. Oh, where's the mute button? We will be talking about, what are we talking about next week, Theonie?
Collaboration and my time and why you should be part of it. It's really exciting stuff.
Great. Have a fantastic week, everybody.
Bye.